Imagine this. You've been holding on to a simple 1999 penny, yes, that little copper coin in your old coffee jar, desk drawer, or maybe tucked away in a box of childhood keepsakes. Now picture this. That very penny could be worth more than your car, more than your house. In fact, in rare cases, even up to millions of dollars. That sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the frightening part. Most people spend these pennies without realizing the fortunes slipping through their fingers. And if you're watching this right now, there's a chance you already own one, and you might never know it.so. Let's talk about the 1999 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, why it's special, how to spot one, and why the market value is climbing in ways that could change your financial future. By the way, isn't it funny how we'll spend $3 on a cup of coffee without blinking, but ignore the penny that could literally buy the coffee shop? Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents. Most had mint marks, indicating whether they came from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But every so often, a coin slipped through with an error or anomaly, something collectors crave. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A 1999 no-mint mark penny might look ordinary to the untrained eye, but to the right collector, it's pure gold. Why? Because rarity drives value. Think of it like real estate. A house in a crowded neighborhood might not be worth much, but a one-of-a-kind estate in Beverly Hills, that's where the millions come in. Collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts for these rare cents, especially when they're in pristine, untouched condition. Some verified sales have shocked the coin world, and the current market value is averaging around $7.8, with high-grade examples and unique errors skyrocketing far beyond. But here's the cliffhanger. The real jackpot doesn't just depend on the year, it depends on something most people overlook. Quick question. When's the last time you actually looked at a penny before spending it? Exactly. Most of us don't. That's the costly mistake. If you own a 1999 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, don't ignore it. Check its condition. Scratches, shine, and clarity all matter. The higher the grade, the higher the price. Collectors have been known to pay life-changing money for pennies that most people would leave behind in a coin jar. And with the demand for rare U.S. coins growing every year, the window of opportunity won't last forever. Now, imagine finding just one of these pennies and turning it into a payday that could cover retirement, wipe out debts, or even buy that dream vacation home you've been quietly picturing. Don't laugh it off. Every wealthy collector out there is searching for the coin you might already owe. So tonight, when you empty your pockets or open that old coin collection, ask yourself this: could this be the moment I discover the penny that changes my life? And here's the kicker. The rarest versions of this penny aren't even the ones most people think they should look for. In my next video, I'll show you exactly which error types are worth hundreds of thousands more than the average. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. If you want to learn how to spot these hidden treasures, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that notification bell so you never miss the next life-changing coin update. Your financial freedom could literally be hiding in your spare change. What if I told you that a small, ordinary-looking penny hiding in your change jar could be the key to unlocking a wealthy lifestyle? One where a single coin might be worth not just cents, but millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. The 1989 Lincoln cent with no mint mark has shocked collectors and investors worldwide, turning a humble 1-cent coin into a potential life-changing treasure. But before you rush to dump your coin jar on the kitchen table, hold on. Because not every 1989 penny is created equal. In fact, some are worth just pocket change, while others have been valued up to $7.7 million in today's market. And the real question is, do you have one of these rare coins sitting unnoticed in your home? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how one penny could change the rest of your life. By the way, isn't it ironic? We spend years saving quarters, dimes, and dollars in savings accounts that barely pay interest, yet the penny, the coin most people toss aside, might just retire you faster than Wall Street ever could. Let's rewind for a moment. The year is 1989. The Berlin Wall is falling, the US is seeing major economic shifts, and right here at home, the US Mint is striking billions of Lincoln pennies. Most of these pennies were ordinary, tiny copper-plated zinc coins worth exactly 1 cent. But here's where the story takes a turn. Some coins struck in Philadelphia bore no mint mark. At first glance, they look like any other penny. But subtle differences, minting errors, and condition factors make a few of these coins extraordinary. Collectors crave them. Why? Because rarity and condition drive the market. Now, here's the fear factor. Millions of Americans unknowingly spend or give away these rare pennies every year. Imagine holding a $7.7 million penny in your hand, and then dropping it into a Coinstar machine for $1 worth of groceries. It happens more often than you'd think. But wait, how do you know if your penny is the rare one, or just ordinary pocket change? That's where things get interesting. No mint mark ***, a true Philadelphia 1989 cent will show no letter beneath the date. Error features ***, look for doubled eyes, weak strikes, or off-center details. These dramatically increase value. Pristine condition ***, collectors pay a premium for coins graded mint state. The shinier and sharper your penny looks, the higher the value. And here's the kicker. Even ordinary 1989 pennies can sell for a few $100s if in top condition. But the rare error varieties have fetched prices reaching up to $7.7 million. Think about that for a second. 1 cent, traded for millions. That's not just profit, that's the definition of financial freedom. Let me ask you this. If you knew a single penny could pay off your mortgage, fund your retirement, or even buy that dream vacation home in Florida, wouldn't you start checking every coin that passes through your hands? Here's the truth. These opportunities don't last forever. Rare coins rise in value as collectors compete, and once they're gone from circulation, they're gone for good. So tonight, don't just watch TV. Go grab that old coffee can, that dusty coin jar, or even check the pennies in your wallet. Your future could be hiding in plain sight, and if you do find a 1989 no mint mark penny, don't hesitate. Get it appraised. Get it graded. Because a $7.7 million opportunity doesn't knock twice. This is your moment. Don't miss it. Imagine this for a moment. You're holding what looks like an ordinary penny. A coin you've seen 1,000 times in your change jar. But what if I told you that this very coin, just a simple 1988 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, could be worth millions of dollars to the right collector? Yes, you heard that correctly. A single penny that could completely change your financial future. And let's be honest, who wouldn't love to discover that the little brown coin rattling around in your pocket is secretly a ticket to wealth? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you why collectors are obsessed with the 1988 no mint mark Lincoln cent, how you can identify if you own one, and the surprising truth about its current market value. Just $7.60 for common ones, but for rare errors and high grades? We're talking life-changing money. But before we dive deep, quick question. If you had a penny that could buy you a luxury vacation or even a dream home, would you keep it in your piggy bank, or frame it on the wall like fine art? The 1988 penny seems unremarkable at first glance. Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait sits proudly on the obverse. The Lincoln Memorial rests on the reverse. But here's the twist. Not all 1988 pennies were created equal. Some carry a no mint mark feature that instantly raises eyebrows among collectors. This tiny absence, barely noticeable to the untrained eye, can make the difference between a penny worth a few cents and one worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. Why? Because mint errors and varieties act like fingerprints in the coin world. Collectors know that rarity equals value, and they're willing to pay enormous sums for coins that tell a story of mistake, survival, and uniqueness. Now here's the scary part. Most people have tossed these pennies away, completely unaware of their hidden fortune. Imagine the fear of realizing you once had one of these coins in your hand, but you let it slip through your fingers at a grocery checkout. And let's be honest, how many of us have thrown pennies into a fountain, wishing for more money? Well, in this case, you could literally be throwing away $1 million wish. So, where does the 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny stand today? Ordinary circulated examples trade around $7.60, But the real treasure lies in uncirculated, high-grade, or error-struck coins. These rarities have shocked the auction world with values climbing into the millions of dollars. Collectors with deep pockets are actively searching, and time is not on your side. The longer these coins are discovered and tucked away into private collections, the fewer chances you'll have to uncover one yourself. Now, here's the inspiration. Ordinary people, just like you, have stumbled upon coins they thought were worthless, only to walk away with checks big enough to retire early, pay off their mortgage, or finally live the lifestyle they've always dreamed of. The question is, will you be the next one? Before you rush to cash in your pennies at the bank, pause. Search carefully. Look twice. Because that one overlooked coin could be your golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. And here's the kicker. There's another coin from the exact same era, even more shocking, with an error so bizarre that collectors are fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on it. Want to know which coin could overshadow even the 1988 penny? Stay tuned for my next video, you won't want to miss this. Imagine waking up tomorrow, reaching into an old drawer, and realizing the penny you've ignored for decades could actually pay off your mortgage. Sounds unreal, doesn't it? But what if I told you one of the most ordinary-looking pennies from 1982, the Lincoln cent without a mint mark, has been valued at up to millions of dollars in rare cases, while even standard finds can fetch solid money in today's market? Now here's the kicker. Most people don't even know what to look for, and that ignorance is costing them dearly. Let's be honest. How many times have you tossed pennies aside, thinking they're worthless? Don't lie. We've all got that dusty jar in the kitchen. But stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the hidden story of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why collectors go crazy for it, and how just one coin could completely change your financial future. Let's rewind to 1982. It was a year of big change in U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint decided to switch the composition of pennies from solid copper to copper-plated zinc. Why? Rising copper prices. But here's where it gets tricky. In that single year, the Mint produced 7 different varieties of pennies, some copper, some zinc, some with mint marks, and some without. Now imagine this. In all the chaos of production, a small batch slipped through without a mint mark. At first glance, it looks like every other penny jingling in your pocket. But to coin collectors, it's like striking gold. Here's the part most people miss. Condition is everything. A circulated 1982 no-mint mark cent might bring you a modest price. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, one of these coins once shocked the numismatic world, commanding values climbing into the millions. Think about that for a moment. A single penny, funding a retirement, paying for college, even leaving a legacy for your family. Isn't it ironic? The coin we've undervalued the most could turn out to be the most valuable thing we own. But here's the danger. Every day, more and more of these coins are being found, cleaned improperly, or spent unknowingly. And once they're gone forever. Quick question for you. How many old jars of coins have you walked past in your home without checking? Could you be sitting on a fortune right now and not even know it? Here's the truth. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln cent isn't just a piece of pocket change, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Right now, collectors are paying as much as $7.50 for average finds. And in rare, top-grade conditions, we're talking about values that can soar into the millions. But time is running out. Every year, fewer high-quality coins are left in circulation. And the older they get, the harder it becomes to find them in the kind of condition that excites buyers. So here's what I want you to do. Go check your coin jars, your dresser drawers, even that old coffee can in the garage. Because the penny sitting there, ignored for decades, could be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Don't dismiss this as just another penny. Because history has already proven, it only takes one coin to change everything. So, are you going to let opportunities slip through your fingers? Or are you ready to take action today? Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'll reveal another coin from the 1980s that has quietly made ordinary Americans into millionaires overnight. You don't want to miss this one. What if I told you, the small change hiding in your drawer, a penny so ordinary you might ignore it, could actually make you a millionaire overnight? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark has shocked collectors by reaching a jaw-dropping $7.4 million in today's market. Now, before you laugh and say, "It's just a penny, what's the big deal?" think again. Because missing this chance could mean missing out on the wealth and freedom you've always dreamed of. And here's a little humor to reset your attention. Imagine dropping this penny in a vending machine. That would officially make it the most expensive can of soda in history. So, let's dive into the unbelievable story of this coin, its history, the mistakes that made it valuable, and how you can find out if you've got one sitting in your collection right now. Stay tuned until the end, because I'll reveal a shocking twist most people don't know about this penny. The confrontation, building suspense, and emotional pull. To understand the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny, we first need to understand the mystery of the missing mint mark. Most coins from that year were struck in Philadelphia, but a tiny number left the U.S. Mint without the P. Mint mark. That small omission, that tiny absence, turned these coins into one of the greatest modern rarities. And here's where the fear sets in. Most people have spent these coins without even realizing their value. Imagine accidentally tossing away $7.4 million at the grocery store, gone forever. But it's not just about money. Owning a coin like this is owning a piece of American history. Think of it. This little cent outlived recessions, political shifts, and cultural revolutions, and now it could change your life forever. Seamless transition. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have one? Let's walk through that, because the key details could be the difference between pocket change and life-changing wealth. First, check the obverse side, the front, where Lincoln's portrait sits. If your 1977 penny shows no mint mark under the date, you may be holding something extraordinary. Condition matters. A coin in pristine mint state is what catapulted one collector into multimillionaire status. And finally, rarity. Only a handful are known, which means the value keeps climbing year after year. Now, let's trigger some urgency. Right now, coin auctions are breaking records. Collectors are desperate to secure rare Lincoln pennies, and values are skyrocketing. If you sit back and wait, you risk missing the window where demand is at its peak. Here's the cliffhanger. There's an even more surprising reason this coin is skyrocketing in value, and it's not just about rarity. In my next video, I'll reveal how global investors are quietly driving up the price of US pennies, and why everyday collectors like you are sitting on a goldmine without realizing it. So, let me ask you, are you ready to turn pocket change into generational wealth, or will you let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip away? If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who's got a jar of pennies lying around. You never know who might be sitting on a fortune. And remember, sometimes the smallest coin can create the biggest wealth. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, a coin so ordinary that millions pass through grocery counters, gas stations, and piggy banks across America. But what if I told you one of those pennies could quietly transform your life, forever? The 1970 no mint mark Lincoln cent, a coin worth not just a few dollars, not even thousands, but an astounding $7.3 million in today's market. And before you laugh and say, "Oh come on, who pays millions for a penny?" remember this, people once thought Bitcoin was just monopoly money. Now here's the truth, most Americans over 40 have a jar, a drawer, or a box filled with old coins. And hidden in one of those jars could be the key to your wealthiest chapter yet. But how do you know if you've got the right penny? And why is this one coin so valuable? Stay with me, because by the end, you'll know the exact signs that could separate an ordinary cent from a $7.3 million fortune. Let's step back to 1970, a year of Woodstock memories, muscle cars, and a changing America. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced millions of Lincoln cents. Most of them? Completely ordinary. But a tiny fraction slipped through without a mint mark, an error so rare, collectors now treat these coins as the holy grail of pennies. Scarcity creates value. When only a handful exist, collectors fight for ownership. Historical significance. This isn't just metal, It's a piece of American history, struck during a time of social transformation. Condition is king. Asterisk asterisk a 1970 no mint mark penny in pristine condition can skyrocket in value. One already sold for millions, and the highest known is now valued at $7.3 million. And let's be honest, wouldn't you rather brag at dinner parties about finding $1 million penny than about your golf score? Now here's where it gets exciting. Many people already own this coin without realizing it. Think about that. Your childhood coin collection, your father's old cigar box, even the loose change that's been in your desk drawer for decades. That's where these discoveries happen. But here's the twist. Not every 1970 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. Some are worth only a few dollars. The question is, how do you tell the difference? Collectors look for key markers, a clear date, sharp features, and above all, the missing mint mark. Most pennies from 1970 bear the S from San Francisco or the D from Denver. But the no mint mark Philadelphia strikes. That's where fortune hides. That's the thrilling uncertainty, and the opportunity, that keeps collectors hunting. And it's why ordinary Americans, just like you, are suddenly turning into millionaires. But here's the urgency. As awareness spreads, collectors are racing to secure these rare coins before they vanish into private collections forever. The window to strike gold, or in this case, copper, is narrowing fast. So tonight, go find that coin jar. Dust off the shoebox in your attic. Check every single 1970 penny you own. Because the next story of someone turning a single cent into $7.3 million could be yours. Remember, wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street, it can come from the palm of your hand. The only question is, will you recognize it when you see it?